T4 yaba High Life Radio Unity. Your boy Patrick Befi and I can say Sikasim program no and yede ebro no Shatawali was it plenty money. Yes, Tatiano no. Etikasho nua bi no so nkanche ne nua bi na yentoa so Sikasim program no financial peace education and yede bro no. It no mon train na yentwa ye ho ye ba no. Yo, T4 High Life Radio, your boy Patrick Befi and I will team no some program no and yesterday ba no senior see no every Monday 7 to 9 p.m. You ha sikaseni number or say sikasenti no yan hwe sika yi a mpanyin na ya senkora ti wo see hwe sikasem so yi iti no ebiem sikasem program and ye de bro no ni start ya no Tino, send me kind no catch you bi no so catch ni bi na ye fan hihye so no yo mo twen na ye ba bi e ampa ya hwe sikasem ya panifo na enso ya SM fra send ye de bia no ye be recap kakra last week ye na ye di free ho na ye di akọ ene de no the topic ne say pay off your home, you know. And the question is it okay to pay off your home early? Yes, you be tria ye danka you be tria free one time and yes, you be tria free one time, you know, paying off your home. It's no contribution be a bit me a chat now there 2 months say bit me so join any conversation, you know. Maybe to chat nim link na bit me join me. Or click on the link now bit me join or contribution or question or any input obitimi adjoining. Tino, last week we are talking about financial education, the main financial education, which is how we should deal with our finances. You know, yedi nyama bebrechi ama baby a yedi afa no ama ase eka amemene if you krum ha eka no just say you buy no any be beto no and I papa bi ma me bi the oye na na so ye bi name isa questions. We don't even know say you betimi atena krum ha bra ye neka obi wa ka catch no because there be any possible but na no and yes and tie you betimi atena ha abra ye neka bia ye neka bia until last week we went through all the process one after the other. You said a study shows that Americans we use almost 2,000 every month. Almost 2,000. Average American use almost 2,000 every month. And you're part of the mortgage. And I say, a BB waiting avoid it. Until imagine if we are saving that money, baby, I can be bedroom. Until church muko say, number one, see, starting to see the cabin bringing who the say, you make sure say, de sikaka krat atu ye cheap na afia start see betwe ho kanyina etwetwe ho kanyina so wi a na afei ya pay emergency fund we are na afei save 15% of our income. You save 15% of our income we are now ya de kakra so to home ankra no kilos no so for school educational fund we are no so afei na de akanyina no de be ka chiri bia na ya tugu ye dan mo na ya tugu ye dan. Now, if you want to see a trade, then we now started build the word and that is a baby you could see last week. Now, this week near share, you better say, "Oh, see trade car, you trade danka." If you wish a bit immediate trade car through, that car through on them. Now I can say, "Oh, come with or any input," and also will be a bit to me. I come from home. Over to me, and the other chats, and also over to me. The questions swabba. Hey, now fee. Yeah, working on it. Nti yenhwe say no say then say financial peace education you said here now the steps na near you know paying off your home ti kwan be na be fa so e betua ye dan afri ho kwan be na be fa so e betua ye dan afri ho yo yen start na yen koso. If you want, I say 40% of Americans homeowners are more danka. We catch say obi di kan catch to say untimi twa wodan ka ay bibi ade bi attack no oboa. You will see making sure say betimi twa dan ka free ho no. There are so many study out there show say me ebi kra me twa wodan ka so many things, but who say your strategies betimi pay off our homes. Strategies be bro ho no a betimi. The number one thing I was saying say was see your mindset say betimi twa. Or see the mindset see betimi twa ye dan free ho no. Hey, e dan no say ya na so, but you twa dan free ho am I free, especially say feel na keka kose baby as we dey retire na bibi sa akra no dia ya na hihia pa say obi ye free because person be ko retire na untwa afi na office income na afi no oda so twa your friend say oda so twa dan ka. Yes, ya na ema usika ba ho no enye kese usika na enye kese. But the thing is, the problem is, see, Niana is stuck into a whole lot of so many things going on. Yes, and I feel my Danitriano, a money heading. But don't worry, make sure quiet the first one, a bit to me, a crack, a bit to me, a mortgage, so a free one. Say, can you pay off your mortgage early? In most cases, no. Mortgages, no, the contract, no, we have to know what the contract is. Mortgages, baby, so contract, which is everyone would fear their penalties. And first of all, the end say you reach out to the loan company, no, you better reach out to them. You find out what actually is going on because if you want my prepayment, no, you bet you loan penalties, no, be go through say, you know. Secondly, so also restrictions be bringing this money. The first thing they say, if you want to pay off your home, also reach out to the lender. Or reach out to the lender. At the end, also me contract and send it here. ABB a bit me a penalty send a war penalty na one a saying percentage also. It you see who's standing money in a sani akutia. And Koba say, ebia you could try a card for na fee penalty cross be a 20,000, 30,000, 10,000. Esa na nesa amwaye. Nti wo see hu saa nneɛma no nyinaa yɛ hu a then ebetimi afiri hɔ no ɛho deɛ wɔse yɛyɛ. The next one is should you pay off your mortgage early? Say you sign contract with you, especially say 30 years you feel like just say I say see between free or pa there just say I drink rainy ho just say between say you trade than it can complete no ya na drink rainy because most of the time I feel say be cry we have bedroom be beton ne sa nneɛma no say hu hia you know as you sign I drink free because you sign 30 years make a crab be 50 any I sign 30 years. It's no say Charlie ever have do baby no out of no up baby afa. But to say they make bit me a tria it was strategy so baby a bit me a tria. See paying off your mortgage early no it sound good but say na make no when you get rid of your mortgage so also say skabia na utria or mortgage in says can about it's a mouth opportunity amount financially no ma utimi free between to those monies no and that money between you fake and they are fee and see be free you be free ho you see free tip rekope na near share fee free back one na make no said na make no any lender no you be share the contract or mortgage no contract net saying contract no bibi a bit ama it's just a penalty so that's what you're saying a penalty also in so penalty no crowd so you're saying the first 3 years and after the 3 years and saa nneɛma no nyinaa nti wosi hu saa nneɛma no nyinaa ansa na ebetimi sɛ ebetwa efi a yɛtwa afiri hɔ no nti ne ɛhwɛ nneɛma ɛwɔ se yɛ apart from say the lender no bɛkasa no bɛkyerɛkyerɛ say what to say because the penalties na be penalty ni so ne de ɛkɔ so nyinaa no kakra yɛ so ɛwɔ se yɛ ne die see hu sɛ we invest na yɛ de sika nyinaa akɔhyɛ agba mu a increase sika nyinaa dan sɛ sika wɔ nyinaa in hours na ɛnyɛ ade a BBC in fact said dan kɔfɔ ne ade kora na ebetimi afa wo sika nyinaa to say that will spread away kakra ne too much 2-3 bi you know let's what the bi akɔkɔ da but the only say yet the cabin be crana Emma sometimes na hard see between credit trade and because remember already no your car payment yes your house payment your TV payment your furniture payment so many payment just say ye it be me can na could tria can floor but at the end say ye can free home you know last week one of the things that you go through CBC pay off debt using a debt snowball. You start free and I cannot at 12 woman me as free as last week your friend said financial peace education you know first one how to pay off your mortgage, you know how to pay off debt, you know use debt snowball. The debt snowball no we start here kakra said the betimi share and betimi create $100 I betimi extra $100 per if you had baby can you see come betimi ayama the mortgage back from be sorry a debt betimi a trade student loan within 3-4 years 4 years crowd within 3 years. It first of all they will see a can free year so you can free so na fe dey na e be pesca to ho because ebe sa ko kam ni iska bia da ye chi a bibi si a ebe ko kam nti de ye say ye tua ko kan nyina wi a now no ye be save 3 to 6 months of our expenses our emergency. Say if you spend it 3,000 in a month that means say you here about 18,000 to emphasis between 12 not say emphasis 9 to 8,000 maybe I'll be comfortable, especially so when your spouse moye juma moye if you no build tour and I hardly see number so at the same time. No, 8,000 example I'm making depending on what you make. It's comfortably you have at least 6 months in but say after in retirement 15% and we can't spouse a household income of 15. That means we could get 25,000, also make it 25,000. If we put this together, we make it 50,000. Putting 15% in retirement, that after a period of time, at least by 30 years, so started this number 35 now. By the time I retire, now over 1.1 million. Nti yetimi aye no so awie. Nti now no afei na ebi so beto college fund ama ye ma. Nti afei de kakra eno so no illustration class say e wa kra ne na start say the 2000 credit to ama no 529 no na so a period of time on ko so ko college now about 100 over 100,000 about 120 or so 110 to be was okay me ba afei na me start planning. Afina me started plan na me baso December baso afina obeko kalibia next year and so ye church de obetimi aye so make sure say o choose school affordable. First of all, stay school and I desire affordable say be obetimi akọ bibi obetimi cash flow and also obetimi na start community college because they have a breba on be say o de obema na ko school no issue loans for we are steady shoes say steady shares enkura no Indian say student loan any small money and yet say we school first 20,000 and say we school no na on a number 100 and over we making money so still no money yet then untimi kra enye hwe uti skebe be nyina no na say ko payment the best thing is say oba edru ho awia betimi ama obey choose the right school betimi de na call to say Emma on for debt in it's in a share. See if we have all this in place easy see betray isika because what it is we don't want all our money to be tied up in a house. Hence now you invest come up our retirement already near deal be aka if it's out make it 3,000 I'll make it 80 back those things no betimi aboa ti afi say afi ni timi sa anyemo nyene ska ni bi be to akire no easy see be push say ska no ye di ku ye dan e push say ska no ye di ku ye dan sa na sa afi obehu an say aye dan na e dan no so e free ho enti ye hwe kind of fasua e betimi aya na steps or strategies betimi dey aye if you are paying off your home 5 ways to pay off your home mortgage early we pay extra house we make extra house payments and I say refinance and I say you pretend to say refinance me see you try to say the refinance binyano third one here we pay a ransom towards the principal and I say a bit downsize it and I say you better bring it lunch into work and make it because just extra $100 cry no put onto your mortgage it between the word baby now let's start. So the first one, you put extra house payment. You say it, let's say a mortgage of 220,000 of 30 years mortgage with a 4% interest rate. Pay off. I say pay off calculator. Crabby sure said if you make extra payment, house payment, already your infant say between about 1,050. Every quarter. If you every quarter 1,050 to swap, a bit save you 11 years early. And I don't quite say save you 11 years, a bit trade in term no. If the interest rate I receive about 65,000. About 65,000. It's in paying off your home, and you're good. I know there are so many schools out there, it's but pay off your home, are good. It's going to help you. And here is strategies I bit in the extra, see extra. Number one, I bit and say you see I bit me a bi-weekly mortgage payment. Bi-weekly mortgage payment in a year. So pay if your house mortgage is 2,000 a month. So we pay by week, which is every 2 weeks. We pay 1,000 in a month. We pay 2,000 now, but in a year, about 13 months, and we pay instead of the 12 months, regular 12 months. Why? Because we have 52 weeks in a year. If you divide 52 weeks by 2, it means 26. It is 26 divided by 2, a year. 13 months. 13 months. It is 13 months now. Because we all know the whole idea and say you pay 13 months. If you pay 13 months, with that, a bit me unlock every every year and you pay extra come one, a bit me unlock off our mortgage by 6 to 7 years. Into the mortgage 30 years. Now say if yes, I don't know without increasing anything on the mortgage, you try to buy week, every 2 weeks beyond near half of the money. Every week be near half, which is a 2,000 a month. To every 2 weeks beyond a 1,000. But at the same time, because we have more month in a year, more weeks in a year, because at the end of the month, we go 15, what 13 months. It's 13 months, and extra never become home, and on a do back could draw. You share the same thing, say, in France, say half payment in every 2 weeks, not say they make 52, they calculate here 26 in 2 weeks. That put us on the same thing now make instead of the 12 calendar months, we'll say what pay extra. If you pay data, that now will pay all the time. Kakra now will pay. All of a sudden, you will see, say, and what could see, your friend saying, 13 months. The 13 months, once I feel, one extra month. To one extra month, with every year, 30-year mortgage, okay, at least. At most 7 years, at least six years of your mortgage. It's your mortgage of 30 years now it becomes about 23 years. If you have to do the calculation, if you are saving 7 years of your mortgage, now your calculation now, interest rate was save. You will see the interest rate was save. It's it's so good, say. You bet me follow this principle. If follow a bit buying, ama you bet me I save more on our mortgage. So the next step, see a bit here 10% of our mortgage. So the 10% of our mortgage in any saying 10%, no, the emphasis to 2,000. 10% of 2,000, 200. It's 220 every month. And also, that approach is the same. About my 13 months. About my 13 months at the end of the month. To remember, because what it is 12, if I say 2,000, that's you 2,200 every month. That means we are putting 10% of it. Into 10%, into 220, 2,200 times 12, and also the money 26,400. You say we free man the same thing. You 200, 2,000 free man. Let's say am I the same thing? Am I the same amount? It's been 30 months. In that 30 months now, the point is for us to pay extra 1 month every year. And if we pay extra 1 month every year, that put us in extra 6 to 7 years, knocks extra 6 to 7 years off our mortgage. And said they make any your mortgage, say if you 6 to 7 years, with the work calculate, you will see how much interest was saved. How much interest was saved. The next option, not to say the can the same 30 months now. Be on my say, I think I'm call back and forth. The same to me, the man say extra 1 month. Now they are to 18 months. Till the extra 1 month now, 30 months now. The entire yana by week, and I said 10%, do I any money you goodness say. Usually, extra months, you train your trainer, year never end year. I ain't say year never end year. Christmas is coming. Christmas is so bad. You will never be able to say, but one will be a person the one every year, be a 1 month come home. Nothing was a quack person up the NTV yet. It will go on more say, send me go through this process, be brave, have me, I met train at the end of the year, not end of the year, and also your name will be brave over having to be simple. I will just do by week. Every by week, piano. Make me half. Every by week, be a make me half. One setting aside, and no wow. The money easy. And I say, instead of say, me train at the end of the year, number 2,000 aside I got 1 year. And they made 10% na come. It instead of 2,000, number 2,200. It is money nice. That's all the time. Now a move forward. Hey, it's either way, the 3 ways in the between I any biano, between our mortgage. I'm knocking it down by 6 to 7 years. Either way, either by week, either 10%, or at the end of the year, you make sure you pay 30 months. You now see 30 months. You now see 30 months. No, I'm see the same thing. The next one, refinancing mortgage. You say refinance, they be a can refinance. So many times I don't know. When it comes to refinance, Nipano usually refinance here or refinancing was Hajiska. It will be a what 300 and what 10 years ago. What 10 years. It's also saying Quebec refinance Nibia. What me a dear Benny now was how refinancing for another 30 years. No was Hajiska crowd. Yes, I not how show quenchly because why extended term Nibia. It be our payment better for more because at that point it be at the value of the house a cost room. But extending now the more I extending loan, remember the more interest I would share. It's in a dynamo a dynamo ye to die see a to die of your fan said 200,000 with a 4% rate of interest here near Ken. Now you share 1,050. 1,050 no. You share dining we no. Near share 178,000 as interest, almost twice the amount. It knows what share would 10 years. Now I call back. Now I call refinance it. Extend this another 30 years. Imagine interest rate. I'll be saying no. That is not a good idea. Instead, no, I'll refinance here. And can refinance it can be a 10 years, I cut 20 no. Because I say 15 years, mommy, because if you are away, I best back to mortgage now. Also, then I would by now 10 no, I benny. It's not interest rates no. I was saying Kabuchiano. Interest now Kabuchia was no. We say I benny Kakana free so. It in KB a certain what here, bear a cow bear 100,000 interest also here. Now what you benny no, we say be a 50,000 free interest. So it is Anna. Wow, remember, we are in this for a long haul. I think I'll be investment towards your retirement. You don't want to pay more. The more I will loan, the extending. Was my extending mammy, and that's all my payments number for. But remember, now 5 years, it's only called 10 years. Because the more I will extend the loan, the more interest, more interest. The more you see, mortgage, amortize. amortizing, the more you pay, your friend is saying, your principal, the lower would share the interest, the lower interest I would share. It may make sure say, you better you say, refinance, refinance, near extended term, no, you better try to see a jay. Yes, I just go. So, share the way you see a process in the corner, the way you see follow these guidelines one after the other. So if you follow these guidelines, if you do this point now, you don't really need to do a refinance and get the money, because remember, you have money saved as emergency. It's any emergency be about now the good crowd say if you start doing this, emergency crowd maybe, because remember, so when your budget, if you're not in budget, if you're not putting things financially, be an emergency in your life. Everything will tie crap emergency, because already I can't edit we are living on paycheck to paycheck. It's see can't be toy accounts man echo. Toy accounts man echo. Everything in your life is emergency. Hey, your car more flat here, my emergency. Ubu a food roof yet some person will be a crabacasa. It's so follow this process. I won't say instead of so be just through them. Crowd will pay more than every enter. Remember, skip be out there to dine be no so wow dear. And could be add up the equity in the house. Now, I could come one more. It be out there to remember, say, in case all Tom Diana says, can I would dear to me now? We could put that. Now, won't you be Pukrana? Equity be a sub account, need now, which you are in your It is skip be out there to them be a lose can. Instead of say very financing if ye now you extended 10 from be a 20 years, 30 years no. Rather no, you refund and conanim, you refinance and conanim. Now, you see, cannot be another do be another first night, channel can be crab come on it me for say. That's number one. Number two, refinance, you have to weigh the options. One, refinance, will closing cost. If you want to refinance it, maybe a save be 8,000. Now the closing cost, so you be at 8,000, 7,000. Refinancing doesn't make sense. Or refinance it, now if you make that amount now, it doesn't make sense. And I say, so refinance it, and I say interest rates no, ebe cost kakra it say omo to dine be if I say a year or if it's best like 6 months ago cry interest rates no now no cost it shape the way it's here now refinance so then at this point now you probably will have higher interest rate unless if you're on the bank no if you're betting higher amount. I don't know, meaning say you'll be say no, but the now we be able to say what 2-3%. I see we all know say interest rates next 5%. It doesn't make sense so by any sir. But the whole thing is say you try to be try if you off. It you refinance it, you move forward. You move forward, say near 30 years. Now you try 5 years. And that's you try 2-3 years, depending on the penalty I work your contracting. The penalty or contracting. Say penalty be any 10 be able to refinance here, then it's good. People must say refinance here. Usually on a percentage. You go from say be at the first year, no, refinance here, which be at 3%. Maybe at the second year, maybe about 3 years. After 3 years, we between refinance without any penalty. Maybe a first year near 3 years, second year 3%, second year maybe 2%, third year maybe 1%. Then after that, no, they're free. So it will see with those options now. You sign them because remember, you try to see this guy tries to be wise on our money. We try to be manage it's being where they share rough. Hey, take calculating the Maya. Then you go in there refinance. Then you push it a number. Hey, decided you can take for you're talking about how to pay off your home. Your question is say paying off your house early, no? Is it good or not? Is it good to pay off your house? To a question be and I say or contribution or consent be or a be a friend is saying contribution be and I said thought be yeah, we'll join the conversation. Now between the aba question be will be and also between the to comment session. I may read near discuss it. Hey, yeah, first one of paying, no. The first one you pay, no. I know you say first one you pay, no. And no you say yeah tie for mama yi kakra eba mama yi kakra na fe yo eti said the first time they can yɛakyerɛ the other ones a ebetumi pay the way ebesi pay off. It's paying off the stages, no, the bi-week, the monthly, then at the end of the year, the monthly is 10%, no, then at the end of the year. Those are the ones. And after that, no, you refinance, and so ebetumi aboa yɛn ama bibia akodin. Eti sɛnea sɛmenyɛ ɛkɔ kakra wɔ ha no ma mehwɛ. Okay. Yo, eti the refinance no. Let's see. Okay. So the next one, say, making lump sum. Making lump sum. Yo, making lump sum no so say usually when you say yeah you know tax refund. And I said ebenya bibi kakra bi you know obi kan bi inheritance and I say via raise via and if a bonus from work. All those you need now you bet me a day. You bet me. You bet me the account. You bet me the two. You bet me a payment. Am a payment akofo. Hey. Yeah, sorry, your payment and kofo, but bet me accelerate. Yeah, you fee. Yeah, echo. I have feedback. I can present me first. Met me. Bear with me. Kakrawaha. Okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, ransom bia ebenya bia no. You bet me the atum. Ade aka your payment no. Still the feedback is coming. Hold on. Bear with me, kakra. Ha. No, yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so bibi ebenya bia na ebetimi dia to ransom bia beba bia no ebetimi dia to ye ka ye yim. Etie ka so. Nti no so the make no yenya bia extra bonuses bi wa adwuma yenya bia inheritance kakra bia ebetimi dia act ye dance na etiko. To say the American no say mortgage, is amortized. If you are making payments or principals, no so all the interest, no, you avoid them. Avoid all the interest now if you make it payment. Oh yeah, it is good. Say kakrebi binya especially your tax returns now, then a tax yeah, your file in back no. Uhune sa no. Unya bia what the mortgage of bare 400. That's every year bia no. So unya 10,000 cra or tax so now start to sell the tutuma. You'll be surprised by the because say 10 years, any a friend is saying 10,000, 100,000. One look of $300 off you. Apart from that, we make you regular payments. It is a money easy. Money easy. Tiama bibia ko kama. We say all of a sudden, not bibisa knock off the 7, 8, 10 years of your friend saying. Of your friends, your balance. Now make a big for your friends a refinance. The refinance, the money you say sometimes it doesn't make sense to refinance it because we refinance it. I make maybe the interest rate, the your friends say penalties necessarily money now. If you are calculating the refinance near some way, the only be able to say you can calculate it. Obetimi aye refinance by yourself. What betimi use mortgage calculator. No why yes refinance no. We are now who the amount would you ever say who the BBS shima no in 15 years instead of 30 years. It's the obi who say afede na fiscal wow why I don't know. Why in 15 years and no pay example make it 30 years no now we in 15 years if I say 30 years now to year 2000 we in 15 years I be an to year 2009 and you know I started to year 2009 it started so to year 2009 we say all of a sudden no that means why in 15 years. And at the moment, I started to the interest because the amortization I make and the way it's here, anytime I ube hitibino, not a money kofo. Anytime I be hitibia, not a money kofo, ne money kofo, ne money kofo, ne money kofo. Wow, so bet me 15 years instead of say ube refinance. Why bet me calculate now? Most of the time, I'm out for years, 15 years, say be say say be crowd refinance fee and loan tree and I say in any determinations what determines up so yes now bet me I discipline what follow there we say to say the what planning it lump sum no so to say they make an tax refund inheritance And I say especially bonuses our jumum nesane makakra bi a obenya bia no wetin dia to so. And I say bibibi I don't know uma ska bi eba ne ska no so kakra ne ade a wo de to so abo say start na etete no na etete no kakra ti number 3 no ebetimi ayensa eti yenhwe so far ba bia ye duru you know who say the strategies na ebetimi use no which you make example no say if you Ukraine the tuma this 200,000 220 your 30 years near 4% near payment 1,050 and on severe interest of 65,000. Imagine say so more pa not be 100,000. That means it's several hundreds of do crown. In now we say that bia nebo den e be 7,000. The more we train, we save be hundreds of thousands of interest. Of interest. But you know, your buy week can say me now say buy week can say a bit here. Everybody will be a bit here. Half of the money that you here. Until half of the money, no, every month be a bit here, half no. And the call the next day move call the next day. Every month be a no, you move here forward. You move here forward. Yeah. The next one, so say you try 10% no. Every 10% be no of near be add yeah, you know. Yeah, the add your regular monthly payments. Example, say make it 2,000, 10% of 2,000, 200. It's 200 no. Now, and I say 2,200. And I say bit me at the end of the year near add one more extra. I mean, we yes, we train on the end. I bet me training as we train one more extra month. All this MIA 10%, and I say one more extra month, 30 months. It's the more I be 30 months now. 30 months now. We want to say knock it off 6 to 7 years of a mortgage. It is very good. See, the next one if you say refinance no. Refinance. If you want to refinance, so a bit me refinance ama maybe to 2 years. But before say be refinance no, you see if it's any refinance or see a check it be an mortgage, you know, our payments will be or so na. Yo, bro, koso my. Papa. Hello, bro. Me tonka. Na the I say we know in young connect you know, and so this stage now kasa will be ante. Eti ubetime issue link no stream ubetime issue we me the link na to ho. Ubetime issue na what join it was stream you know. Stream yard no. I was stream yard when I say me first meeting to Facebook or Kramawa. Me fan to wanna join you from that side. Correct. High life. radio. Okay. You're middle 12 months here. You say for you call HBI be call commercial break. Tiaba to us. Yo, for ya babiem. And he sana na yakano. Yeah, the best at tier free baby you better also free baby. It drew, let's see. Yo, lump sum. Say be a bit me lump sum or yeah. Your mortgage, so okay. It's if say if to say nya baby kakra bi from adwumam bonuses and I see a tax refund and I say baby be can be free about na baby kakra bi e be free baby an it me e de to so and tiano so timi boy e ma yekoye nim if you perceive tua a mortgage. The next one I become see a bit downsizing. You say where the air when it comes to downsizing. Downsizing a BBB, the probably bring person way, but sometimes on what show we say we be and fat. It's the best they say a bit downsizing. Say you too few be such as a such a na ibu cry what tree be a payment no from bebree ye hwe nye yi. No, that means say I see a downsize kakra. Na edura ya na ayeden. And posonye sample ebi kra na etimi tua ne yi ba epesi etua ne free hono ma. Na ebi a we say dan ne bia na bo den. Ebi a eto dan ye tua be 15 years. Na still akabe 600,000. Yes epesi yi dan free. Ebi kra retirement so eben. Nti epesi any quick na etimi free hono. In this situation be downsize it. And I say the downside because remember, and I say ebi krana you will fee ebi a 600,000. If you downsize, if you tone fee, maybe cry ye tua be about 400. If you tone, near ya could to be 300. I be krana 100, even 100 or also. Maybe a retire to say the hope is all retire na feed the encourage because at that time you will fix income. Into the emphasis ebema niama bibri abidi anima kan a emma yesika sem ebema na haye into at this point you make sure say you're too much of a house and you no crase be too much na ba bibi e betimi akwaso e betimi afa atwie wie no and I say ebi kra na yeah will be a house of 400,000. A house will be a 400 be 600. You twie 200 aka 400. Be a bit me at only a year 200. Near the aqua to be 400. At that point, he owes 400 be now you only 200. You say I'm going to be a new tree easy. I'm going to make me a tree every time. And no see idea about a bit me a boy. Am I pay off our home early? Downsizing. Yeah, maybe now me no be can no say. When you go bed downsize a power by the area who be a who quite be fast or better. I make a chance say unye serious because of the financial future in the agro. We share I'll be retire now betro. Na so we to keep action now. Not be at me dear hena obey. Eti do say na enya obi ho ne adwen ye ho ne adwen say be faso ye betimi amani ama to ye eti at this point no eno ne adwen ye de obi eka to the best at this point say betimi a downsizing ni na say e betimi an bibi e na low amaye a e betimi atwa na atwa flu ntem That is our focus at this point. Yeah. The next one, bring your land to work. Me pay shall not be way home because and person say mortgage, it doesn't matter say a small and I say any small. Kakra bi a wo de beka ho bia no wo say e move. Enti we say no de enhwe ade kakra wa ha. E de yamo ne ade ya na e de kɔ adwuma. Enti no instead of say better lunch every day, be spend be $20 and be sa no. You save. Enti in a week no kra no, which is 5 days in a week no, you save $100. You be go back to the same way na near can 200,000, 220. Until they will base on a example of the issue in a 220,000 loan. Now see the $100 I did two maybe every week. Maybe save you interest of 27,000. It example one person make it here say Michelle can't maybe say bring your lunch, But what I'm trying to show is say putting $100 every week it's gonna save you 27,000 interest on a house of 220,000 loan. A kwan bi e befa so e betimi asi kakra bi e betimi asi kakra bi a e betimi e de ato your mortgage no, it reduces the cost. It reduces the principal, and the more I reduce the principal, the less interest I'll be here. When you actually be crack a crowd, see the $20 crown, you did 200 for a week. Calculations and say you be saving 6,000 in a process. Bibi kakra bi a yɛde bɛtum bia bɛsave iska. Sɛ me yɛ calculation kakra yɛhwɛ sɛ bɛtumi anya bibi bi a ka mɛtumi de akyerɛw ama akyerɛw ayi kakra wɔ ha. Because it's important that making sure say you treat more of our principle. If you treat more of our principle, the beyond ebema niyama say pesi treat we na be easy am I. Okay. Mami time kakra bi na me check you the schedule maybe. Yo, okay, I'm seeing you now. Okay. I'm saying my money in case I'm say in France say mortgage. See your mortgage of this so mortgage the way it's amortized now. Your friend say the mortgage your first year you sign mortgage. Your first month in the year your friend say your friend say year interest of 1,080 530 and that the quite principal. It in say in France say your cost be or you be if I say 3,000. Say me 3,000 I be cover all the way up to maybe June or July. That means that interest na free hand na mintia. That's why I say you could say what the more better principal. You show your mortgage of your say we are paying for 1,650. You share 1,650 now. The first month, 1,008, and by for the interest. Okay, the echo year when I say a principal and echo T a principal no so no 530. See, I'm making sure somebody sika no more answer, interest na answer. Hey, but still no, even though the principal no so take a crowd, your payment in is still the same. And so I had the next one. Interest now you share was no 1,079. It interest no so take a crabby. Now here principal now. Kakra bi so abeka ye principal. First one you 530. Now you 532. It in say if I say when you tax refund be na be 4,000 5,000. Now the kugusua e betimi atwa 4,000 I could say be October. It's unless that means no sir interest rate na free hani na when interest na hani na when hani na now no start free ha tiafo be start atwa free ha sana or say the would be gum bia na odi gum no we say the interest no na ekofo it yefas be say class when you be 50,000 now the kwako tuma that means e be kwa for the principal no utf it be clear all the interest na was at time abey win he na afia ko start we free e bia schedule 21 it a good say a big people it we say crown if I say $100 crown added tuma by the time I want to try 1 month in we principal we say eliminate that interest rate now equal to that principal. It is very imperative say you be make sure see you try more we say all of a sudden that interest no sort and come back now and come back to yeah. It's see $100. Let's see keep $100 or and I make example no and yeah no be we obsessed we be a infant so we will be on coffee all the time. They $5 a day crown we use so you himself cost Starbucks it's so easy so be you your friends say $5 $6 in a 5 days no they $5 at to what your friends say 25 and that's $6 run out of 30 and also crown at the amount with the 22 cry save with 6,000 of that calculation of a mortgage of 2,200. To the point is you be making sure say at least we are always putting more a free away. But as I said in America, who say so they can be brown team in your side no. Payment be brown team in your side no. It always need making sure say your payments no and you better try see reduce our payment. You reduce our payment near drew point be a you be a kana both of it me throw more in. You make an example say the study show say average American is almost 2,000 and that's the first 1,900 cry every month towards items are any your friend is saying the mortgage and say your mortgage then you fix and if I say a car and those things no you can avoid those because you can save and pay for a car. Mortgage is too much. 500,000, 300,000. It has to be to save that money now to but when it comes to cars, other things now, it's easy to be to save. All you got to do is just sacrifice a little bit. It's see 2009 aside our mortgage, a bit to me save ya. Let's say to me avoid your tree, you won't can apart from your house. let's say we are throwing into the house that 19,000. Imagine the calculation here, interest rate I'll be saved on the house. It is very imperative say be making sure say yeah, taking care of all our debt, especially if our goal is to pay off our home. All the debts are gone. It free up, a lot of money. Now you can put a lot of money towards the house. They say they make an yes, be crown still way tighter. You save $100 cry. Now you now. You save a lot of interest, even $20. Because many a times I be at the address, I miss this with you, sir. And so still scam a baby. And all the time you make sure say you more towards our principle. And you make sure to say you make sure say your friends a lender and as a mortgage company be aware say that's kind of extra no because when it's uncle for him or more different agenda that all one moment here say and you say na one say almost Pakistan go be. I quite remember saying I'm a new big kasa or come about a check a credit say what did utria extra one thing you have to go back no kwakwacho free also no munim one country and some no status utria into one Pakistan can go baby some of the mayo so that time now committing the someone avoided that interest in because on your man discussing and usually it's very you say oh no make us say this is what I'm planning to do. But this describe more manner is simple. We log into your mortgage, you will see say more baby a bit to me a tria to reduce the principal. Say company nentisa or now lender nentisa from any omunka say bia and as a buy week in those things no. Ninja yana ho. The funny thing is say oh sign mortgage sir extra 1 month pay no a sheet be another the last one be discuss it no be discuss now I drew on now fast and also be kind of to say the just will make extra payment is but I was saying come check to me when him say utia na lose the interest na utia no it drew on now discussing quick sometimes you cry and what dream say why excited to be our face and I say when you excited now why overwhelmed with the amount now who say your friends say a cannot would it's in the crowd credit by usually only discuss about what to them no be discuss say the last of can be area the last one better no say so which extra payment of the year now and bring it years forward. It's but these days, like I'm saying, these days, we'll log into the account now. They have the option, so bet me pay the principal. Until that option there is so simple, but when it's that option now, or from mortgage company now, I can say, if you are by week, what are my options? I'm meeting there three towards my principal to say. But either way, be a CTBR, so what status would like extra now, we say knock it off. The principal no kakra and knock off the principal no then we say interest no so go for all this interest here can bet me save idea invest it and you more money all this say study show say people that use this plan after they've gone through all this process like I'm saying making sure say pay off all their debt but remember they stay on budget. They always make budget every month on purpose, on paper. It is an amount of room because you know what is going on with your finances. So they can be budget. It's you telling your money what to go do instead of wondering where it went. It's now we started so budget, but we need be a cost of finances because now we direct the money. We yes I we utia akawa we. Now the emergency fund is so too cheap. Now we put the 15%, we start to invest 15% for retirement. We the Skaka Crasso started to Emma and Corano for college fund. now start to say through sky into the house. On average, the people that do this, they pay off their home in 11 years. Or maybe a very serious plan do about 7 to 9 years. It is when you have prayer, because you have $100 cry, be. It is if you now what me at the beer 500, and I said the beer 1,000, it will make a huge difference. It will make a very huge difference. You share the next one be. So we see how they cry was in between a fee. I don't see between a free one. First of all, in dreams are crass will see a fee because you say you are 2 fee 500,000, the better what you 500,000. Now you the strategy say bit me use a bit in the kakra, inigidi, jet the process boko near than you. Say, like I said, there's so many school of thought out there. Cemetery of fee. No cemetery fee because utia fee na be able to the interest your friend saying the tax refund getting into that crowd because I know crowd so na crowd the way we see canon yes sanity we was across the bobosia crowd will fee fa ko invested yes and also no Ushima and also say no calculations no calculations no is very naive because example say ebia oko bobosia will fee mu obenya interest rate is about 3%. Oko invest obenya 10%. So we'll spread it no Ushima because what it is we invest here and then a tax of it also. And now a friend saying capital gains, whatever it is, be depending on senior city. To calculating, we will say when you can also maybe investment be 20,000. Now they are quite invested. Maybe at the end of the year, no make it be 4,000. It put the whole house a couple 2 a year. We say Emmanuel G, how can you pay quick when you are old and getting weak or sick? Okay. So far as you are working and making income there, ubetimi. And to say they make usually I can say I also mommy clues kakra home because I mean situation be meaning how much the money is, meaning how much you make. But they make kind say whatever it is, so we get older. Old in the yeah. If I say 65 and 67 year retire. And my numbers be near there, but you say it doesn't matter what age it is. So what the cabibria a hard say will be putting more into your house. And the only meeting I can say you get rid of your debt, then the rest because you get rid of the data, it makes available most of your money. Example, if I saw a car loan, now you have 500. Now me go try to pay off the car. That 500 now count to every month is coming to you. That can go towards the house. Or student loan. Now you have 300. That's who pay off there. That means now 800 between towards the house. And those are some of the things I'll be to me. But elaborate kakra na me hu send e bia see away. It me channel or the buy beto aso. And obi see aden kra na be pay off your home. What it is there's nothing like say we pay off your house. There are some things that we can't quantify. You need to quantify, say, the feeling, the security, because if you own your home outright, even if you lose your job, now, won't you be dying cat? It is done. We cannot quantify. And I said you can pay off your house, earlier. interest rate, no. And I say, sorry, interest now was no. We save more. Yeah, example, I have about 250,000 or 220,000. We'll be trying off quick. So we'll try off. And I say, who say the kakra bi kura tuma. My it me in your bed 20 something thousand or so. I say from 50 years, earning about 2,000 a month with expenditure around 1,600. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Now you getting me there. So you see, you don't have a lot of wiggle room. That means after BBR, 400 left. Okay, you can still put it in. You can still put 400 towards the house, provided you have no debt apart from the house. You have emergency fund, which means that you fall into the emergency fund. In that situation, Emma won't go back to debt. Now, if you are investing at least 15% of your income, towards your retirement, if you're doing all that, then 400, you can easily throw it in. But if you still have debt at this point, now you are bringing in 2,000, that is an income issue. That means I will see either say you better cut it, your expenses, and I say you better bring in more income. That's kakra formation kakra dem am say na me metimi aka fa ho. Yeah, either say because the 400 is too small. I was so be that which be but I say oh niam na make Canada we are fine. 400 is still okay because you can still throw it into the house because one, if emergency happens, you have emergency fund. Two, you own nobody or you have no debt except your house. And three, you are investing 15% of your income into your retirement. And maybe four, if you have kids, you're still investing for putting some college fund. Bibisa, I mean, you can make us had it. You say you can more system here different. I'll say another question. I'll say, is it good to do income protection on a mortgage? Yeah, I would say no. Because here's the situation. Say, we'll start this process now. One thing you need to get life insurance. You need life insurance. All right. So to set the age now the buyer, at this point, told you life insurance, I'll ask you said life insurance of maybe 15 years. And that's depending on your kids. Life insurance is for us to, it's not for it's for say our dependent. And here BBC nasi free more. So lifestyle na normally do na betimi aboa ama bia so no afi no be college afi no be bia betimi ahwe omo to that point na omo so betimi enya omo ayi free kaka ayi school akoschool be omo atimi ehwe omo it usually no do life insurance of in fact 10 times or 10 or 12 between 10 and 12 times what you make in a year. In this situation here, you say this is your take home, right? If your take home a month is 2,000, that means about 24,000, which taxes near. If I say you're making about 30 a year, about 28 a year, 30 a year. It's in 30 a year times 12, which is going to be 360. This is to help them. So when you do this, you don't remember the money you're making now. What to insurance also. Even if you only they still have money that can pay off the house because the protection is our income protection on the mortgage, a rip-off. And then the next protection on your mortgage, yeah. And I say a rip-off because we be trias about who use. So what's any money now? There's no need. Hey. You're number one. Making sure say what. And apart from also yes, our emergency fund. Oh, all the small things. And I remember in the mortgage emergency fund, so 6 months of your job. Within 6 months, we're hoping say being juma. But with that 6 months of expenses now, emergency fund, your mortgage is also part of it. And what I would say is say whatever income protection now every month be an obetriano. Fakan your investment to an also be two. Your friend is saying at the account your friend say emergency fund all the time. I will invest it instead every month. Until every month is income protection 150. I will add it to my investment all the time. Hey, that's another one. I hope that I make the calculations now. You will say even with the 220,000 crown, you may keep say if you're the $100 and you're there we're going to save about 67,000 interest. Saving $20 crown, you be saving let me see, I think it was 27,000 interest. Now, even if it's $20 crown, you be saving 6,000. Right then and then you who say for interest. You be saving a lot of interest. Okay, the next one I say to say situation you want me to say is as a house and I say a coffee say there if you've paid off your house, so any money never found because he say coffee my there ever back. But when you in when you enter your house, this I mean as at and I drain a whole lot of near my cost near there. A bass was so cotton say a whole lot of a bro. It's that protection occurred during that time, and also a bois. And one big thing, pan say, monthly payment. Now we can invest that towards our retirement. Saving bonus a retirement, you got a maximum of 15%. You bet you are investing in other things. Until you share this, say my financial freedom to pursue other ventures. If you pay off your home, your thinking is even different. And at this point, we share the process now. You do biaka at this point. You do biaka. And be by who be and to say, Emmanuel G. Kane. That point, year 2000, buy one a month. Imagine you used to be at 400 for your payment in Adriani Bedini idea with a 500 crowd. And now you're 1,004 to invest. I would imagine so if you put in 1,004, now if I start time crown, where the bay 55 for the rest of be 17 about 17 years and if I say bear 12 years crown with the calculation with the interest of bear 10% crown. Just a utia ufia be different decisions. Everything be changing because then payment I make yaka. But I say no, that payment any year should be. It's so good. Say bit me a tria off if he tria a boy. A big year for your brain, especially if you're headed towards retirement. You make sure say you take care of that part because at that point, I said your payment baby, and I say your income baby fixed. I be and also to say the your rent no. And it's always good not to go in there. The friend is saying, with timing, I'll make a payment. It's yeah, and that's the recap it. Yeah, so far. He said in here can say financial peace education, just say yeah, can say if you have almost 40% of Americans or more on your home, a part of it, you know, a good safety measure. But you see, if it's an episode 12 here, if you are not good 12 here, a good, every free, every decision making, those things in no. Money might different, but a bit me as save more for our retirement. But yeah, my hard say at this point, it will cut me and never be brave. I wear a tea and went it. It is an paying off a home no crown. Now, I'm gonna some way because it be a yes, it be a Mikiska, all right, but it's kind of buy an echo. You live paycheck to paycheck. Tell money, yay. Tim Sabia, what decides as an episode pay off your fee any idea. Don't worry, you'll process a bit to me. I made your cool. You see, can you pay off your home, your mortgage early? Yes, you bet to me, but I will say we'll find out from your lender or your mortgage company. Mortgage in the on my contract, no, prepayment penalty, so. And I say, it depends on restrictions. There's so many things also. Before say they pay off your mortgage, I will say making sure say what the contract is saying, and now the cost to be our contract, because I will say pay your film. But I must say, pay off your 10,000 will be free. And at this point, you are being smart with your money, or we are being smart with our money. And you making sure say, yeah, must be every free horror for sir. Checking in now, who send you sit here. They know who about a mortgage, a friends and restrictions. I say prepayment. I say usually do about 3 years. No, and I would share our penalty. And I say we are refinance that penalty. We are usually say be a would share 3 years after that. We team year. Maybe a first year now will be 3%. Second year be a 2%. And a third year maybe a 1%. Maybe after that in the penalty be any year. To that point now. The who sign when then you bet me. Who said see a G fee say be a G loan of 30,000 they are to fee near there. Yana Ushima, which is a dream crane was be a bit me create Triana BBS every sir. But see a tria of a fee no, it sounded very good. Get rid of monthly payment. But but before say there are a few things apart from say checking the banks prepayment interest ne de beba de so ne sa ne mani na no e woni ma bi ya wo se ya ansa and who say e dey atoto in place ansa na ya e bi ne say before see between e kan e make sure say e twetwe ho kan nyina awie your student loan like car loans small loans away fee personal loans near now you're taking care of it now you take it in area now for your save 3 to 6 months of our expenses, our monthly expenses. And say maybe example you make it 4,000 you're spending 4,000 in a month including maybe 4,000 a month. Okay. It will be 3 to 6 months. It will be 6 times 4 is 24. It at least it was 24,000 a ɛda just for emergency and touch and no just for emergency. You have investment to be say maybe a money market nedaho. Usually 3 to 6 months, maybe are comfortable, but when you're more wow. Because what it is if you 4,000 BPR is part of it every month. Now 6 months that what will you you can still do everything that you're doing, but 6 months there. If you come with a couple, at the same time. I mean, it can happen, but rarely say be happen. It is about kulus ne juma kra na bako. It is say be still no use. Nyeni na be use. Then munya se bibi sa happen. Ulusu juma na babaka. Was also make sure say what the sense can go be. And I said, muko when you na say expenses do so I was all feeling to that. Until now you two biaka ya nika biya na it will be 24,000 and I cheap emergency be by the bear. Now I finish invested 15% of our income. We see be 15%. Maybe 50. To say the G can say be a 50 crown. Or be say obey the tree your friend is saying the bed wet or the mortgage of Nessa Mana. Yes, had you 15, so 15% crown. Say be a who make 50,000 crown. I'm talking of a household. See, make 50,000 in a year and 7,500. Invest 15% in our income. In TN check here, there. Bear with me here. Let me share. 15% of our income is 7,500 in a year. And so if you invest 7,500 in a year in our income, in our retirement, you ever see 50 years. Retirement is 67, but if I say 65 krana. Now the started cry, you start investment crown. 7,500. See, on the basis 625 in a month. Every month be an contribute 625. Meaning at 10% rate. No crown every month 259. She say you need check akra. Hey, it's difference say ye juma kra to 70 krana. Meaning maybe say. We breathing the rate near at least you have mutual funds are making more than that. See even your 40 crowds now you start here and they will 65 65 for retirement. Okay. Close to $1 million. And after we now you started through now you pay 15% in our income. Now your emergency fund. Now you be apart from our house. Now you started scasso kakra etoma and for college fund. And question say. Is it advisable to sell your house in Ghana and use it to buy a house in US or UK? A good, very good question. I would say this will depend on your financial plan, especially or retire with US and I say UK and I say retire with Ghana. So or retire with Ghana, yeah, it doesn't make sense we sit down where we or UK. And I say every investor you unless say multiple houses or EDR, and say maybe I will struggle with US and now UK, then it's gonna be a good idea. This it's not has no yes or no answer. but it depending on your financial situation. It is your financial you so be retire or US or UK there. If me say me retire home there, then yeah, I can do that. But so be retire or Ghana, then there's no need. But so multiple houses, so that's a whole struggle. Oh, US and UK. Yes, it makes sense. No, because sometimes I did back so I say sometimes yeah, even though you're to UK and I say US, you know, you did 30, 40, you say be retired 65, 67. Yeah, enjoy your 30 and 40s no. Near this canning na kwaku CB dan Ghana. Na fi ye struggle. Now you did 65. 65. Charlie, why a year we crash? See an bit me enjoy. Next, as a lifetime and cause why we enjoy, we live back go into me enjoy. It you know, yeah, but it all goes to the same. Maybe a person retire. Hey, so person retire with Ghana. That's what dying back one. I don't see the reason why I was saying. But I said, we retire with UK or US. Okay, then it makes sense. And that's all multiple houses are. And that's a whole struggle. And that's a be a person to house or UK, US, maybe I only down payment. And that's what down payment needs to happen more. Then maybe I'll be to turn back what you use. Yo. Very, very nice question. Very, very good question and interesting question too. Yeah. Yo, it's Yanko way. So now you're saving for the college for the kids. Now you start to see it. Every extra money that comes in, then you throw into the house. You throw into the house. It's maybe want to say, I feel your house is paid off. If your house is paid off, not 2,000 you make your month. See, yeah, any utilities. A cranny idea. The can you away in some TV to invest it. You'll be very, very rich, very, very quick. Because we start so we still with this a year. So US if you are to index fund, if you are throwing 1,500 for 1,400 in index fund within 5 years, we bet me in your car, I'll bet to another house. And I'll bet to another property and a rental property. And I'll bet to BB for free, BB to invest or something, BB one. I say, bet me a jet no crown and one with the more a goom. You know, and so last week I was saying the same thing yesterday. There was a study that was done about people that have acquired wealth. The study shows say only 2 vehicles, the majority of them, which are more worth ranging from $1 million to $5 million. Only 2 vehicles, and the vehicles are employee retirement fund, a sponsored fund, and a paid off for. Those are the only things that we use here at the Omudro. Paying off your home no, is good. Now the thing cry na ye power mon say. You be so many questions about those things. They say how say make it that you know. Me who be almost I think 78 or so 80 had a paid off home. Paid off home. Me who be okay say okoji your friend is saying ska when you feel you can invest and that's or your hilak. And that's what you know. Almost all of them. Almost all of them. Like I said, 2 things. Almost stay away from debt. They stay away from debt. Because all the small fees now, what debts, like I say, and so ABB. until they stayed away and made sure say we invested, we pay off home. And the last thing that after do that point, pay off home, then they were generous too. They gave a lot. Hey. These are the steps that the year way. See what it is yeah, sometimes you see a trauma near my complicated too much. You know, me kwako use free ha na me kwako invest wo ha na me kwako woman stay simple. Yeah. You see when between 1 to 5 million, no, it's simple to get there. Very you don't, but when it's from there corner, a different situation, a different thing be a different vehicles. A bit me usual, a bit me bump you up more. But just to get to this hano, and yet niyama be brain yet ye koye we na se ukoyi we free akoye we ubelusu sikani na, you know, you stay focused. If you're in that situation, we'll make sure say you stay away from that. You stay away from that. You have emergency fund that will not let you go back to debt again. We invest 15% in your income. We're friends saying we're not a year in the crown. When you're starting 10 crown, you're starting 14 year day. But I started we started no 20s, any 30s you'll be close to a million or two. On just that, I say we are doing those things now, making sure so we stay out of debt, putting emergency fund, investing, especially investing in idea no can be anye. The amount for casa be invested, both yenye. By making sure say you stay in that it's not say time look currently do by before say about no share the affirmation of the week. Affirmation of the week, a year. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. I am exactly where I am supposed to be. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. That's affirmation of the week. I am exactly where I'm supposed to be. Yeah. It's for you call a no. Actually, I can you go through pain no. The good side is that if you pay off home, my different feeling, which we cannot quantify. We can't quantify that. Yeah, and the pain of more. It saves us from a lot of interest. Now we see it here. It protects here so from the market, a cut down or cut up. Now, and fine because you need a home paying, and I eliminate a payment, a monthly payment. Free up extra payments. I know so a bit media do I pay more towards our retirement. And I'm a financial freedom, and you pursue different ventures. You're thinking you're different. As I now go any investment, we're thinking you're different. Unlike say, debt, you're still making a house payment, you're still doing this, you still do this. As we invested near the crown and see, but we did completely, it free up so many things for you. So many money, about some. It puts you in a different situation when it comes to investment because now you have no debt. And I ultimately take you risk. So we'll take you risk because we'll be in place. Now extra money will hold my we invest here. Amount crowd won't say go and I say you buy, take risk up, calculated risk out him say, we be papa be and I said, Bisa. Yeah. Send you kind, a band do her. And do hunting. To catch a typhoon, I said, Monday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. every Monday. Send you share and be share next week. Beam until see be share beam. No, spend wisely, invest intentionally, and give generously. Say if you call commercial break, near home be your boy Patrick Belfi. Sikasem program nini High Life Radio and out here. Bye bye.